U.S. is again testing two new gun designs for Chinese armed reconnaissance helicopters. The U.S. Army will test two new gun designs for its upcoming armed scout helicopter. One of the guns is a scaled-down version of the gun used on the Apache helicopter, while the other a more traditional Gatling gun. The winning gun will go on to arm hundreds of new helicopters set to enter service in the 2030s. Northrop Grumman is building the first example of what it hopes will arm the U.S. Army's next-generation scout helicopter. The company will pit its new Sky Viper chain gun against a Gatling gun from General Dynamics. Sky Viper is a 20mm chain gun based in the M230 chain gun mounted in the nose of the AH-64 Apache attack helicopter, according to Defense News. A chain gun is a light-caliber, automatic cannon system that uses an external power source. Unlike traditional heavy machine guns and light cannons, which siphon off gunpowder gases to cycle the weapon, a chain uses an external power source to cycle, often using a mechanism that includes a chain. Northrop Grumman builds chain guns for a variety of U.S. military combat systems. In addition to the Apache helicopter, Northrop's 30mm chain guns are also fitted to the Army's M1296 Stryker Dragoon infantry armored vehicles, the Navy's Zumwalt-class destroyers, and the Air Force's AC-130 gunships. The Army's M2 Bradley fighting vehicle and Coast Guard fast response cutters use Northrop's 25mm chain gun, too. The Army will pit Sky Viper against a 20mm Gatling gun design developed by General Dynamics Ordnance and Tactical Systems. A Gatling gun is a multi-barreled weapon originally invented by Richard Gatling in 1861. The gun typically incorporates 3, 5, or 6 rotating barrels and is known for its extremely high rates of fire, up to 6,000 rounds per minute. As a smaller scout helicopter, FARA will place a premium on internal space and be able to carry more 20mm shells than 30mm shells. A smaller chopper would also better take the recoil of a 20mm gun than a larger one. The winning gun will reside in the chin of the scout helicopter, underneath the cockpit and likely tied to a helmet-mounted sighting system that first appeared on the Apache. This allows the gun to slew back and forth to constantly follow the pilot's field of view, making it immediately ready to fire at any sudden threats. The Army calls FARA Knife Fighter, and the 20mm gun will be the knife fighter's knife. The Army will test both guns at Ethan Allen Training Range in Vermont and Aberdeen Proving Ground in Maryland. The winning gun will arm FARA as it enters service sometime after 2030. The Future Attack Reconnaissance Aircraft is the Army's #1 aviation modernization priority and is integral to effectively penetrate and disintegrate adversaries' integrated air defense systems, said Bruce Yetta, Assistant Secretary of the Army for Acquisition, Logistics and Technology, in a released statement. It will enable combatant commanders with greater tactical, operational and strategic capabilities through significantly increased speed, range, endurance, survivability and lethality. The Raider has been flying since 2018 and has surpassed speeds of 200 knots, according to Sikorsky representatives. It is currently being scaled into the Raider X, which will be 20% larger for the FARA program.